Misbehave.
That's right. Hello.
Okay,
Surprise.
I'll try not to misbehave.
Why do you look so much shorter than me all of a sudden? That's
Uh-huh.
weird. Maybe it's because let me sit back. There we go. That's better. All right. So this is an impromptu haul that we just did today. So we'll do the stuff we got at the Salvation Army thrift store in Columbia.
I like
And
that thrift store.
Our doctor's over that way, so he likes to set his appointment up so he can come back by there when he's coming back from the doctor's office. So
then Becky goes, "Well, you sure we're gone a long time?"
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be gone that long.
So well, I had to go by the thrift store.
Yeah, he doesn't tell me he's going to the thrift store until he's done it. So anyway, welcome. The chat is for subscribers only. Unfortunately, I'm doing that to protect my subscribers because I don't want any of us to have to deal with the nonsense. So the best way to do that is to make the chat subscriber only. So that's what I do. There's a sloth.
It's Howard's.
Yeah, it used to have a tail, but it doesn't anymore. So let's start going through this stuff. I got this cool mug. It doesn't look like it has a handle. You put your fingers inside. So I got that. It was $1.99 and it's signed by the artist. Hi, Sherry. And we think it says Mayor 2013.
Yeah.
So it was made by somebody and then they cast it off. But handmade pottery, if you buy it retail, that mug would have probably been about $25 instead of $1.99.
Coffee.
I know. It needs to go through the dishwasher and get cleaned up.
Oh, hi.
I love that. Hi, Christopher and Cheryl. And then we got, this is the one Scott liked. It's a cigar box. And it was $1.99. And it's just, can you get it open? Show them how it opens.
Nice tight fit on the lid.
Yeah, and so he wanted that one. And then I spotted this short little fat one. And its top is one of the slide offs. So I thought it would be kind of cool. I could do some art inside and then close it. And it would be like surprise art. And then decorate the outside of it. So I thought that would be a really cool way to display something. I could mount a hanger on the back. And then people could interact with it if they wanted to, or they could just look at it like this. But it was also $1.99. And then over here at the Old Mill Antique Mall, there's a guy in there. He has cigar boxes. He wants like $12 for one cigar box.
This was $2.
Yeah, these were both $2.
Yeah.
So that was a deal. And one more thing in this bag. I got another pretty plate. So if I wanted to do one of those small cakes I like to bake and decorate, see, I could gift them this and I wouldn't be heartbroken that if they kept it. And it was $1.99. So that's why I'm getting these little plates every once in a while, is so I can gift cakes. It's a beautiful plate.
There was a really nice sewing machine there, and we had to pry ourselves away from it.
Yeah, I almost bought another sewing machine for $20. It was a, what was it?
I think the brand name was...
It was a Janome machine.
Yeah, it was New Home made by Janome.
Yeah.
Janome.
Yeah.
But it was that 1950s style with the...
It was nice and heavy. It would have been a workhorse. I mean, you could have sewn through heavy canvas with that bad boy.
Yeah.
It didn't have any plastic on it. And then
I'm about overwhelmed with projects.
Yeah, we don't need another project, and I really don't need another sewing machine. Then we need to go through this bag. We saw this Betty Crocker cookbook, and I think it's older than the one we already have. And this is the one that's bound like a notebook. And I might just get some gaffer's tape and tape the back.
This is what I was thinking, was I was going to try to peel back this cover material, especially on the spine.
Uh-huh.
and use some of that red leatherette to make a repair and then glue the cover back on.
Oh, yeah. We could do that.
Could probably do that.
We could do that. We could just take everything out of it, and it would be easier to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Scott said what he likes is the kitchens of the future.
The kitchens of the future.
Oh, no, tomorrow.
Yeah, this is identical to the one we have. It's just this is in that loose leaf binding.
Yeah.
I'm really amazed.
And we paid $2 for the cookbook.
I kind of like the way it's indexed too.
Yeah.
A little different than the hardbound one.
Yeah.
I still don't see a copyright in it anywhere.
I don't know.
Dear friend.
Dear friend, this book seems like a dream come true for us. Good on you, Betty Crocker.
Well, I don't think I've ever had a bad recipe out of a Betty Crocker cookbook.
No.
Not any of these old ones. Unless you're on one of those dreadful diets, as Julia Child once said.
Yeah, let me have these.
She cracked me up. Unless you're on one of those dreadful diets.
While he's looking for a copyright, I found a skein of Karen Simply Soft. And I have quite a few skeins of this now. I'm going to separate this Simply Soft out because I learned when we did the crochet along that this works up smaller with the same size hook as I used with the red heart. So I was thinking maybe a blanket just in the Simply Soft colors, and it would be another kind of scrappy blanket, but maybe in the Tunisian crochet, because I got those hooks and the book in. So that's going to be our next Friday project, is I will share the book I got and show you the hook set. And then we'll start learning stitch in Tunisian, or I will do my best to help you learn a stitch in Tunisian. And I will also do like I did the last time and look on YouTube for each of the stitches and see if there are videos already made that we can help support another channel while we learn. And that was $1.99. Scott has another cookbook. Can you get it?
Yes, the King Arthur Flower Baker's Companion.
The Baker's Companion by King Arthur's Flower.
So let's just randomly open this up and see what
did you
find.
get? Oh, it's Second Rise. Tells you all about effective kneading.
All about kneading and yeast breads. Let's pick another random one. Peach and raspberry cobbler.
An apple.
Apple and maple walnut cobbler.
Oh my gosh. I've never heard of that. Granny Smith apples, butter, sugar, buttermilk or plain yogurt, all-purpose flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, vanilla, maple syrup, and chopped walnuts.
It does have the nutrition information as well. We'll ignore that.
Why does it say?
No need to look at that. Blueberry buckle.
Oh, I've made blueberry buckle before.
Oh, that sounds good.
That coffee cake I made this morning sounded good too. I shared that recipe.
That was really good. I enjoyed that.
I hope this is as cute as the unicorn that was out of the box. Oh, look. Now I just need to put a little succulent in it. Hi, Janet. So it's just a tiny little planter.
This fella says I look like Bruce Willis.
That's
You're the second person that said
that. That was $1.99. Her name is Cara, C-A-R-A. That sounds like an Australian name, doesn't it? Cara. But I thought it was a cute little kitty planter, and that'll fit on my kitchen window. I just need a succulent to go in it. Now, when Scott was looking at cookbooks, these caught my eye. These are old sheet music. This one's for the song Jumping Beans. And it's got the song and the lyrics. But what caught my eye is the old artwork. And I was thinking if I scan that in and shrunk it down, I could make my own ephemera pack. I don't know this tune, so I can't sing it. The teacher made notes. This is an F note. Hold for 3 beats or 3 counts. Did you ever see the jumping beans? Mexican jumping beans? Did you ever see the jumping beans?
What a cute little illustration.
Yeah, all of the illustrations were so cute. And the lady charged me $0.25 for each one of these. And it's single sheet
How
music.
charming.
Soldiers for a Day. And I love the artwork.
Someone used this in their recital on December the 9th at 7 p.m.
This is an elementary school age. This sheet music, it was 35 cents back in the day, and I only paid $0.25 for it. I got a bargain.
You got a bargain.
So there's that one. And then the last one I got was this one here, because that lion is so impressive. It's very, what is that called when they do the sharp edges? There's a name for that.
Line art.
Line art?
Is that it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
This one's called In the Lion's Den, but there's no lyrics with it. It's just sheet music.
Hey, did you show that cat?
I just showed it.
Oh,
Her name's
what was
Cara.
her doing?
I don't know. You meant comments about it. I think you need more sleep. That's what I think.
Well, it's been a horrible week.
Yeah. These are little kits, and there's ribbon tie number 10 cards, and supposedly they're supposed to go through your printer. Let's pull one out. Yeah. You tie a ribbon through these holes, and it includes the vellum sheet.
Says it's supposed to fit a number 10 envelope.
Yeah. So here's the one side of this, the holes didn't poke all the way through. But you're supposed to be able to put the vellum through the printer, I think, or maybe put this through the printer.
Wow, that's a hanging chad.
And then you put this in here like that, and then you run that ribbon through. So then that's the card. And I thought they looked cool.
Oh, thank you for your compliments, Mr. Fernandez.
It's Christopher. Christopher does awesome art and music.
Outstanding. I used to not appreciate art at all when I was younger. And now I seem to just see it everywhere. I'll just see things and stop and just go, oh, how wonderful that is.
It is. It is. So that was our Salvation Army. That was everything from Salvation Army. Then we went to the bins, which is basically the closeout for Goodwill, where everything is in these huge table bins. They're like tables that are bins.
Little Sister Cheryl. Yes, it was a bad week.
Yeah.
You know, I train people at work, and they're mostly young people. And this group was on third shift. So I'm really tired from working with third shift. But we had quite a lot going on. One day we walked 2 people out for finding. Then another day we walked 2 more out for finding. And a third one for drunk. So
it's not been a good week for Scott. And they started with 20-something people in the training session.
I think about 13.
Yeah. So only about half. Thank you, Christopher. So I'll show you what I got at the bins because it's right here on the table. So there are prices on these, but I paid for $5 for everything I got at the bins. So I got this little, it's a stone by stone set. And it's got this nice box. It's got some, I guess that's supposed to be a grout. Mm-hmm. But the whole reason I got it was for the little mosaic stones right here. Because when we get ready to do the tile in the bathroom, I'm going to redo my bird bath and just tile the top of it because it's cracking. I'll seal the cracks, but then I'm going to tile over my bird bath. and grout it so that the bird bath, it won't be as deep, but it'll be really pretty. So
Thank you, Christopher.
you have a great day too. And then I found this cookbook, and it was Homemade Culinary Wisdom from the Unitarian Fellowship of Clemson, South Carolina. And the reason I got it is it has the recipe for Orange Julius. And back in the 80s, Orange Julius was a little juice station kind of restaurant, and you'd buy just an Orange Julius there. And I don't think that's a thing anymore.
They had something similar at a restaurant in Greenville called Tanner's.
Yeah. And this has got artichoke soup, tuna bisque, Scandinavian hot fruit soup. It had some interesting ones. So that was, and the books are weighed, and you pay differently for books. It used to be $0.25 a pound, but I think it's gone up. But still, that was a good book. And then Scott found this book on fine art. And it's an older book, but the art is the same.
I especially like the modern art
Toward the back.
Features in the back that really caught my eye.
1966.
Yeah.
So I was 2 years old when this was printed. But
I was 7.
Look at this in the back. We could do this as collage. It looks like a person. See the face? And there's like a hat and hair.
Might need to do a close-up on that one. I really like that. All that machine age looking stuff is really cool.
So Scott likes the bottom one. And that's the one I like.
Would they call that steampunk now?
Yeah. There's a guy on a bicycle with a kite behind him.
The engineering side of me really enjoys the machine age stuff. Oh, Whistler's mother.
Yeah.
She looks like a rather somber person.
Yeah. And then it's got, woodland scenes. Angie says, hi, Scott.
Uh-oh, we've moved out of focus.
Did we?
Yeah, the autofocus is still on.
Yeah. It's all right. And then, I don't know whether to show this or not, but I bought this for Greg because I thought he'd enjoy the cover. And she's decent, kind of. I Love Jerome Kern by Kenny Drew Piano. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, and 11 other great standards. Our son was born in the wrong era, just like Scott and I were. And so he likes Dean Martin and all of that. So I thought he might like that.
I just thought Dean Martin was just the coolest person ever on TV, especially when I was a kid.
So that was the bins. And then the last we have is things I got at the retail side of Goodwill. At least I think that's where this came from. Yeah, and we spent $12 on the regular side. So I don't know who's having the challenge, but I'm thinking it's the one that did the clusters. Come on, y'all. Tell me her name. Oh, she just retired. I can see her name in my brain. That is cool. Sorry.
That's Salvador Dali, Mae West.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that neat?
We might have to do some face collages. That's what we might have to do. But anyway, there's a project going on where you make thrifted or Goodwill or yard sale finds and turn it into a journal. And I found they had a couple of these, and I left one for somebody else. Susan Hiles. Thank you, Cheryl. I could see her name up here, but it just would not make it out my mouth. Thank you very much. And it's this kind of paper. And even if it's folded the other way, you could still use it. So I might, and I have some other thrifted papers, so I might make up some journals and maybe do them as a giveaway. And then I got this. Anytime I see a little children's book about cats, I go ahead and I pick it up. I don't know why. I don't have grandchildren. I have no small children that are in my life, on a daily basis. But the shy little kitten's secret place had to come home with me because it's so stinking cute.
I liked the little fat policeman when I was a child. That's one of my favorites.
I thought about doing read-alongs in some of these old books and just not monetize them. But then I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. All right. So now I found yarn. I didn't need any yarn, but this was $1.94 a skein or $1.99 a skein. $1.94.
So if there were a modern printing of this, would we see some Chicken Man pictures in here?
I don't know. They don't know who Chicken Man is.
Well, he's a local artist that paints chickens.
He paints chickens, and he paints them on just any scrap of wood that he comes across.
Piece of siding, whatever he comes across.
He gets it out of trash. He'll get boards and just paint these very. If I had my phone out of my purse, I'd look him up.
Well, we could do that.
So I got these two skein, which these are super bulky. My purse is right here, love.
My phone's right here.
Okay, well, you look him up then. So this is Country Loom Color Burst, and I got two of those.
Chicken Man art.
His name is something Lee.
Oh, stop it. Chicken Man art.
Check out these pictures.
There he is. That's his chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Ernest Lee. There's Ernest Lee's art.
There's Ernest Lee.
There's Ernest Lee. Ernest Lee used to buy paint from me when I managed Joann's. He'd buy a whole shopping cart full
that's
of
quite
paint.
interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't?
I bet you could get it all on sale. And sometimes he'd use Oops paint from the Lowe's.
He uses whatever he can get at a discount. And about, 2 years ago, and he sells his art out of the back of a trailer, a pull behind trailer. He used to sell out of a van, but then he got a pull behind trailer. Well, then somebody stole his trailer. So I think the community banded and helped him buy a new trailer. And he just randomly parks somewhere in the city and sells his chickens. Now, I have seen he started to branch off and sell some other things besides chickens, but he is known for those chickens. So I got those two, and the reason I got these super bulky ones is I want to make a cat bed for the cats, because Bag a Day Crochet did the coolest cat bed.
Because they're not spoiled enough, obviously.
Yeah. And then these, I thought I could make a very interesting, non-traditional baby blanket. And because these all go together, they're the same type, the same kind of yarn, and the same weight. So I was thinking do a corner to corner Afghan with this. And, each row I would switch color until it was gone. And I thought that would be really cool looking. Janet said Freddie is having a little playtime. And Freddie is her dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was going to look at that cat too.
Little sister. Oh, Howard.
Howard, they're all shedding really bad. I need to take the vacuum around the house. So that's the last we bought. So y'all learned about Chicken Man. And I think we spent a total of $35. $35 today. I think that was all we bought.
Not bad.
So now I need to go somewhere and get me a succulent to put in my cat. It would have to be small.
Yep.
I have a lifetime supply of succulent dirt in the kitchen. Because you can't buy a smaller bag than that.
So today's goal for Scott is to get subfloor down in the bathroom.
If he gets the subfloor down in the bathroom, we won't have to worry about whether the door gets all the way closed.
And we can call the plumber
Plumbers.
to come set the tub.
So that's his goal for today, because tomorrow he has to sleep because
Third shift again.
he's doing third shift again this next week.
It's really wearing me down.
Yeah.
So,
It needs to come to an end. But
yes.
I just uploaded and did a instant premiere on my trip to the zoo with my sister, and I didn't get any pictures or anything of any of us except in one shot in the gorilla building where I do a pan up of the gorilla sculpture. My sister is in the picture with a hat on. She and I were the only ones that wore a hat. The nieces didn't want any parts of hats. Hi, Nettie.
I want to ask the artist community a question.
Go ahead.
Something that I've always been interested in is during the Great Depression, part of the WPA had a artist program where they paid artists to create works of art for the government. And they wound up in post offices and courthouses and other government buildings. I've always wondered what happened to all those works of art. So in the Winnsboro post office, not far from here, there is a small painting, a piece of that Depression era art. And in the Augusta courthouse in Augusta, Georgia, there's a piece of that art. I was just wondering if anybody else knows, maybe in their local community, if any of that artwork is still around and what it is. So, and that's that.
That's that. Come here. Oh,
Howard, say goodbye.
goodbye.
Oh, Howard, you're such a big baby. Yes, I love you too, Howard. What a big boy. All right. I think I'm going to refill my water glass and get to work. Thanks for stopping by.
Jen said, I heard Georgia.
Yeah, in Augusta, Georgia, in the courthouse, there's a piece of artwork.
I thought there used to be some in your high school, wasn't there?
That was done by a graduate of the high school in the 70s. I have a picture of that. It's a really weird mural.
Is it?
It's got robots and giant ants moving eggs around.
Oh, that's cool. We ought to share that sometime.
Yeah, I got to see if I can find it. It's in digital format. I got it floating around somewhere.
All right. Well, you can always back it up and see it from the beginning. I am going to see if I can find a home for all this stuff and stay not too involved in case he needs help manhandling sheets of plywood that weigh an absolute ton. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I will get with you guys on the learning Tunisian crochet. So you do have to have a special hook for it because you have to have a stop at the end. You can't use a regular crochet hook because the stitches would just fall off the bottom. So anyway, we'll talk about that on Friday. Okay. Bye. Thanks for stopping in.